happens so quick out here like this. It's insane. But that's what summer fishing is. It's a lot of nothing and then a whole lot of something. Welcome to summer fishing, boys. What's going on? We are out here dead of summer. It is hot as balls, B-A-L-Z-Z. By the way, anybody watching the YouTube channel, I always see guys like writing my name. Dude, the name for the YouTube channel is not Mikey space balls. It's mikeybalzz, all one word. Stick to it. We're out here summer fishing. I want to give you some summer fishing tips, especially for this hot weather. And I did something really freaking stupid. Let me actually show you. Look what I did. All right, you guys know I like a lot of stuff. Okay, that looks kind of like a lot of stuff. The only problem with that is those are all my Okeechobee and grass fishing plastics. I have no plastics for freaking out here, except for like, I have one or two like Nico rigs and a Ned rig tied up, but that's the only plastics I have for out here. I forgot everything at home. So that leads to kind of a fun challenge. What we're gonna do is we are going to try to catch fish on hard baits only. So we're gonna figure out hard bait summer pattern, but I don't have any freaking plastics. So it's gonna be kind of interesting. We're gonna have to try spoons. We're gonna have to try crankbaits. We're gonna have to try hair jigs. I don't even know what else I have. Just all kinds of random hard baits. But that's not a problem, because here's the deal. In summer, like, the fish are more aggressive. They're usually potted up a little more. They're more active because the weather's more consistent. The fish are more potted up. The bait's more potted up, and because of that, those reaction baits, those faster, harder baits, they tend to do pretty well. And actually, you tend to catch your bigger fish on that kind of stuff. So I'm disabled, and it's going to be a challenge, kind of, because I can't throw everything I want to throw. But you know what? It's going to be an interesting kind of learning experience for you guys to kind of come along with me, try to figure out summer hard bait patterns. But as usual, I need your help, because I noticed in my analytics that a lot of you guys aren't subscribed. I need you to subscribe, because I want to grow this channel. I want to freaking build it up so that I can do this more and more and more and show you more and more fishing tips. So what I need you to do real quick, go down and hit that subscription button. Subscribe. Dude, what do you have to lose? Freaking, there's good fishing content coming. I guarantee it. If you don't like it, don't watch it or unsubscribe. Really, that simple. Hit that like button too, and make sure you turn on notifications. Otherwise, you're gonna miss freaking sick killer fish, especially if we freaking get on them. If you're seeing a video, we probably got on them. But that's the plan for today. It's gonna be a hard bait challenge because I'm dumb and I forgot all my plastics. But let's get to it. Sweating balls. 4 hours of idling, scanning, using the graph, looking around. I got nothing to show for it. Dude, I found like a couple little pods. They look like bass, but I think they're a brim, or I can't catch them. I don't know. But this is the game. Like, you can get right quick and you can get wrong for a very long time until you get right quick. So we're gonna keep pressing on, because that's what it's about this time of year. The fish are potted. They're usually, maybe not giant schools down here, you know, up on the TVA and some of those, like, yeah, they'll school up giant schools. Here it's more pods, you know, like 20 fish, 15 fish, pods of fish. And if you get on one, you can get right fast, but we haven't found one yet. Those right there, them are bass. That's what we're looking for, coming up on a ledge right there. Oh man, oh, that's a big one. Oh my God. On the spoon, guys, jacking them on the spoon. There's a whole freaking school down there. Oh my God. Jeez, I can't do anything. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh, she just come up. That's the whole thing. Dude, with that spoon, you gotta keep them taut, otherwise they come off. All right. One more time. Come on. Oh, she freaking crunched it. Oh, nice. Oh my God, guys. Oh, she freaking crunched it. Oh, stay on there. Stay on there. Oh my God, look at that torpedo. And there's like another like 4 or 5 of them down there. It's another 4.5, 5. Right there on the spoon. We're getting out the mag spoon. We're gonna go big. But I got 20-pound fluorocarbon on this spoon rig, and it's gonna be the same on my mag spoon, which I'm about to get out because this is too stupid. Right here, guys. Now we're gonna go big. Oh no, I didn't get a good hook in there. Another good one. Oh my god. She might come off. It's another 4-pounder. Oh my god. Oh dude, look at this craziness. That's them coming up to see what the hell is going on. What's going on up there? You eating something up there? Yeah, yeah, you like that? Oh my god. Jesus, he took the rod out of my hand. Guys, that's a freaking monster. And I have no net. No net. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Oh, stay on there, honey. Took the rod out of my hand, guys. Come here. Come here. Oh my god, dude, look at that, look at that. Oh my god. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. That's the most giant fish I've ever caught on a spoon ever. Look at that. We're gonna put her in the live well because this school is on fire. We're gonna turn the live well on high, take care of her, and then we'll get back in there. Oh god, turn the live well on. I'm losing it. It's the biggest fish I've ever caught on a meg spoon like that. That's freaking insane. Check this thing out. Oh my god. But here's the deal. As always, we want to take care of the fish that we love because I love catching these jokers. I want them to live, especially during these summer days. Little side tip here. Dude, in the heat, if you cannot put them in the live well and you can get them released like immediately, good deal. And if you're catching them super deep, usually the range is over 25 feet. Thankfully, we're in less than 25 feet right now. You're probably gonna have to fizz those fish unless you let them go like immediately. And the reason you'll know that you'll have to like fizz them is if they're floating up. You'll try to release them at the end of a tournament or something like that, and they're gonna float up on you. Don't worry, don't get spooked, don't freak out. I did that and killed a fish like my first couple times. I killed a 6-pounder and a 5, and it felt horrible, but I learned my lesson. And I mean, you can never get those fish back, but if you learn something from it, that's a better way to do it, right? So you fizz those fish, usually that's 25 feet or deeper. But let's get to the juice. Let's let this thing go and get her on the scale, all right? This thing is so gigantic. I think it's over 10. I really think it's over 10. Guys, look at that. That's over 10. That's a freaking monster. Oh my god. It's important to get them back quick. Oh, no, 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 I turned off the scale. Really? Really? 9, 9. Hey, whatever, dude. Whatever, right? That is a freaking monster, guys. The girth on that thing. Just such a fat joker. All right, I'm gonna get her released real quick. Let's let her go. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Dude, the shoulders. Like, do you see it? Oh, there she goes. Absolute insanity. Summertime, hard bait fishing because you forgot all your plastics at home. Hard bait challenge, summer hard bait challenge. That'll get me a lot of views, right? That's amazing. Dude, these fisheries are amazing. These deep water, like clearer areas up through Central Florida, amazing freaking fisheries, especially when you treat them right, when you don't abuse them. Catch your fish, get out, but really use that graph. You know, we use those hard baits. On that one, it was that spoon. We saw them kind of suspended up a little bit, and we kind of targeted that depth with a really big reaction bait because they are schooling, so you want to be aggressive about it. But you can get right real quick in summer. That's 4 hours of idling, and then that. We got the over 20 pounds pretty darn quick, don't we now? You can have different retrieves with the spoon. But what I like to start off with is just kind of a general, like it's almost like a lift jerk. With this giant one, you really gotta put some pull on it, but I'm not snapping it too hard. More like lifting it. And then I'll move to a different retrieve, which I'm gonna show you in a minute here. Basically, it's a double pump. So you got it to the bottom, and then you double pump it. And then just let it go back down. Ah, this is nuts. This is summer freaking on fire. Oh my God, there's another one. Oh my God, I can't even get the bait down there fast enough. Oh my God. Oh. Back out we go. Back out we go. There we go. Oh, that's a good one, guys. Oh my God. Back up we go. Back out we go. Oh, there's so many. They're just slamming it. Oh my God, spoon after spoon after spoon after spoon. Oh my God. Oh. Chill out, chill out. Oh, you poor thing. Chill, chill, chill. Sorry, bud. Oh my God, there's so many. It shows you how many fish you can lose on a spoon, though. That's the only downside. Oh, there's so many. Oh, get down there. Oh dear. That's a big one. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's another freaking. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, this might be like 12, 13 pounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I can't even reach across this thing. Look at that. That's insanity. That is insanity. We're putting her in the live well, and then we're getting back down there. Oh, we gotta get. Oh my God. Just when you thought it was all over, it re-begins. This is absolutely insane, dude. This might be the biggest fish I've ever caught, ever. Like, ever. I've never seen one. I mean, dude, she doesn't even fit in the live well. Look at that. I mean, that's freaking nuts, dude. Freaking nuts. Meg Spoon. I mean, talk about a hard bait challenge. That's a hard bait challenge. That's winning the hard bait challenge. Dude, we tried to throw other things. We went to the hair jig. We went to a scrounger. We went to, what the hell else did we go to? All kinds of stuff, dude. Went back to the crankbait and that. Caught a couple here and there. Nothing on the hair jig. But dude, they showed up all of a sudden. I think you saw them on the graph, like spaghetti, lasagna, whatever you want to call it. They showed up in a big way. And dude, every single drop. And what's interesting is, dude, I lost another one that seemed pretty big. Probably not as big as that one. But dude, it was like when you lay the spoon on the bottom and like leave it there for like 1,000, 2, and then lift, then they'd be there. It was like on the down, you'd catch them, 4-pounder and that. But the giant, freaking laying on the bottom, dude. Laying on the bottom. That's the way that, I think that 9/8 too. We got to get her on a scale because I want to know. I want to know if this is it, dude. If this is my freaking PB forever kind of deal. That's freaking crazy. It's got to be bigger than 12.7. 12. I think that fish might be. Can you believe that? Are we going to beat my PB? Let's find out. Oh my God. I mean, dude, I'm going to fall down. She's so big. Look at that. absolutely crazy. Oh, come on, girl. Oh, I don't think it's gonna make it. 11.6. 11.6. 1 pound short of my PB. Freaking nuts! Subscribe, like, whatever, dude. 11.6. That's the second 1/9 today. Hardbait challenge. Whew. This is unbelievable. Hardbait challenge success, whatever you want to call it. Meg Spoon, Nichols, Ben Parker. Shout out to Nichols, because that fish, I think that's the best and only bait at that very moment that would have worked. The way they were spaghettied like that, directly under the boat, giant bait, giant hooks, perfect situational hard bait fishing. Look at her. We gotta get her out and get her released though. Oh my God. Dude, I can't even hold her. All right, guys. See you later, honey. God, I've never seen. She's freaking. I mean, do we stop fishing? Do we keep fishing? Is the challenge like won? So many questions to ask. I love this. Came out to shoot an offshore fishing video, ended up shooting a hardbait challenge video, which then turned into a spoon video. Crazy how things evolve when you're fishing. But let me throw some baits at you. I know you guys love to hear like a recap, like what was the highlight bait, what was the highlight technique, what was going on. Dude, we got freaking lucky, but that's what happens when you scan. We scanned, and we freaking ran into some big fish, and that was the trick. They were schooled up, potted up on a shell bar. They kind of moved around, you know, we'd find them in one place, then they'd shift over like 40, 50 yards, and then we had to kind of re-get with them, or they'd break apart. Sometimes during the summer, the schools will come together, and they'll separate. And it can be a period of like 25 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. And that's exactly what happened here is like, when I scanned this the first time, I saw like 5 or 6 fish. Then we kind of trolled around, and about 30 minutes later, after kind of dicking around, all of a sudden you saw like the graph images. I'll stick one in here real quick, but freaking lasagna, dude, spaghetti everywhere. And then they'd break apart. You know, it probably didn't like help that we caught them. When you catch them, they tend to break apart. You know, you catch 5, 6, 10. They're like, yeah, we've had enough of that. That's kind of getting old, getting hooked in the mouth. So they'll break apart, but then they'll regroup after a certain period of time. And it's a cool summer thing. And that's why one spot, I'm not a big fan of sitting on one spot, but one spot can, you know, break apart, come together, get crappy, get good. And it really just depends on timing, you know? Like either you can kind of run and gun cocaine fish and freaking choo 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 all over the place, or you can sit on something where you know they're potting up and they'll come together and freaking you'll have your juice. Well, let's talk techniques. In the end, I found these fish with this guy right here. I have fallen deeply in love with a 10XD. And you know, it doesn't even have to be a 10XD. It can be a freaking 6 cents. It can be my Duo Realis. This is actually a really good one. It has a different bill on it too. Doesn't really matter, just so it dives really deep and you can cover water with it and you grind bottom. That's the whole trick, grinding bottom. I can cover, kind of fan casting a bar, figure out exactly where they're at, get them triggered. That's a big thing during the summer is triggering these fish, getting them activated. It's all about reaction strikes, dude. And this thing, digging trenches in the bottom, draws reaction strikes. So I figured out where they were with the 10XD, digging, reaction, aggression. Like that's what we triggered, just anger, pure bass anger. Once we got them activated, basically they started just podding up, dude. There was lasagna all over the place. And when I saw that, they were suspended up off the bottom. I could probably still catch them on the 10XD down on the bottom, but those fish had elevated off the bottom. That's why we tried like the hair jig so many times and all those baits like the jerky jay, like the things to ride up because they're suspended. But the real highlight and what today was all about is this thing right here, and that's a Ben Nichols, or a Ben Nichols. Nice. I always screw up at some point in the videos, dude. Like no matter how good I'm doing, I blow something. So keep on blowing it, bro. Ben Parker Nichols lures. This thing, Mag Spoon, is freaking phenomenal. Not all the time, not every time, but sometimes, dude. And those fish were elevated off the bottom. They were highly aggressive. They wanted a big presentation, and this was the deal. So this is my favorite pattern too. It's shattered glass. All that you can see, like the way it freaking reflects, it looks just like the scales of just about any bait or any forage that's in the water. I have this thing. This is on a 13 reel. It's the 8-2-1. You want a super fast reel on these spoons because you want to be able to pick up a lot of line if you need to, because they'll eat it, dude. You saw when we were catching them one after the other. They'll just they'll eat it. They're like knock slack into the line, or they'll suck it down and start running. You need to pick up that line. Have it on a rod that they don't make anymore as usual, but it is an 806 punch rod by Powell. This is the Max 3D. I'm sure the new Endurance has the exact same rod. Super heavy rod, yeah? Well, this thing weighs like, I think 2 ounces, 3 ounces. It's freaking gigantic. So you need a stout rod. And dude, with the hooks on this thing, you really have to put the beef to them when you hit them. And that's like the whole, all right, time to get into my whole landing fish with the spoon. Spoons suck. Okay, that's what this video is about. Why spoons suck? Because fish come off all the time. But here's what you do. Here's what I've figured out. And it doesn't work every time, but it worked with that 11.6 that we caught. You hit them and you reel down and you don't give them much at all. I'm talking like flipping style, dude. You hit them and you drag them in. If they get 1 or 2 jumps, that third jump or second jump is going to be the end of your happy day. And that's been pretty much what I've figured out. You're still going to lose fish, but if you hit them and kind of drag them in, you're most likely to land them. If you fight them, I mean, if you have to, you got to fight them sometimes. But if you sit there and fight them and let them hop around and all that, they're going to come off, especially with this big joker because it knocks the hooks out of the fish's mouth because the actual bait is so hefty. But drag them in, and that's why I use this super duper heavy rod, is because when I hit the fish, I want to bury those hooks, and then I want to drag him in. And in this situation, it turned out extra perfect because I was boat flipping a lot of those smaller fish. I want to get them in the boat, get them unhooked, and get right back down there, dude, because the way we caught that 11.6 was literally after we caught like 4 or 5, like 2 to 4 pounders. Crazy. Freaking crazy. 2 different retrieves that I really go to when it comes down to it. Cast it out there, and here, we'll do kind of a demo retrieve. Woo, sink, sink, sink. It's gonna be just a lift. Just like a lift with some power. Not a jerk, you're not snapping the bait up. Freaking just a lift with the power. I call it big worm fishing because you're just kind of going whoop, whoop, and following the bait down. The other one is the double jerk. You jerk up once and then you hit it again like a half second later. What that does is it gets a bait extra high in the water column, and that was kind of key here because these fish were more suspended. Gives them a double thing to react to, but the big key with that double jerk is it gets it higher in the water column for suspended fish. Epic day. I'm so glad I got to share this with you guys because it has been an insane day. 2 fish over 9 pounds. And 11.6 in the dead of summer, water temps like 85, 88 degrees. That's nuts. That's freaking crazy, dude. This is what it's about. But I want to take a second. I want to thank you guys for watching because you guys are always throwing nice comments down there. You're throwing awesome support, dude. When I won the boat, when I freaking bought the truck, like you guys are always the first to say nice things. You say more nice things to me than my friends do. I ain't got many friends, but like still, dude, you guys really are the most genuine, awesome freaking... We'll call you a fan base, dude. You guys are awesome. You're my boys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm glad I got to share this day with you. But we're going to wrap it up. My butt is burning sitting on these metal things while I'm talking to you on the camera. And we do have a storm coming. Always pay attention to the weather, especially if you're in Florida during the summer. These storms come up in 2 seconds. And you can catch fish during them, but you can also dive a lightning strike. So that's a wrap. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notifications button if you're not already notified about the videos, because I want you to catch the new stuff that's coming up because we have some sick stuff coming and we try to keep it diversified. Always throw your suggestions down in the comments. You know, if you want to see something different, rigging video, go out and try to catch something. Even a challenge video, what the hell, I'll give it a try. You know, if you want to see something, if you want to learn about something, I don't know everything. I'll be the first to say it, but I like to learn, and I have finally figured out a few things, you know, spending all this time out on the water, and I like to share them with you. So hope you enjoyed the video. We're checking out. We're going to try to catch a few more fish before we go in for the storm, but hey, tight lines, and make sure you tune in for next time, guys. Peace out, boys. I'll check in with you. It can happen so quick out here like this. It's insane. But that's what summer fishing is. It's a lot of nothing and then a whole lot of something.